do me a favor, just text me your email.
Uh-huh.
I'll see if I can forward an email sent to you.
Yeah.
You know what? I just gotta find the downloads. I can just find the downloads and send it to you. And text it to you.
All right. I'll still send you my email just in case. But nah. I was just gonna say like, but like what you were saying about the energy. So you saying like, why is it like that? Is it because just the nature, or is it like the actual place it is on the earth? Like, is it like a gravitational pull or something?
You know, even the Native Americans that lived out here, it's just for thousands of years, it's had folklore of like, this is where it's like maybe like interdimensional. You're closer to the spirit world.
Wow.
So there's, dude, I'll just take photos and just send to you today, like of like just certain like the geography and landscapes. I mean, it's just everywhere. You just
bless me, please, with the footage. I need blessings. I said, bless me, please, with the visuals. Pause.
Yeah.
I don't know if I gotta say pause.
I'm not going to show you some man. But like, you know, I have been in the last year, especially experiencing just bad anxiety.
That's what nigga.
So I still had anxiety like all until I met the therapist. You know, like man, we talk about this all the time. Like before you get to light, you might go through your darkest.
Mm-hmm.
My first appointment, so I flew in and landed. You know, I got it's a 2-hour donut. All right. But the car I'm pushing, I'll show you a picture, is a BMW X3 SUV.
Bro, you're not bougie, bro. Do you know that I am all for niggas treating themselves nice? Like,
yeah, so I never paid for myself, but Ronnie, I got this motherfucker for $25 a day.
What the fuck?
It was just some super hot wire deal. I'm looking at like Toyota Yaris's for like $35 a day, like
a fucking BMW for $25 a day.
I found this one hot deal on Hotwire. I'm like, what? This is too good to be true. $25 a day, and you can pick either like a Cadillac CTS or a Mercedes. They didn't have any Cadillacs or Mercedes, but man, they had a BMW. This motherfucker, man, drives fast. Parts of the highway going to Sedona, the speed limit is 75.
Facts.
So, like, man, I'm doing like 95, just 90, 95, feeling pretty comfortable.
That's crazy.
But, no, I mean, I had a lot of anxiety. Okay, so here's the funny thing. You know, it's a push-button start. It has one of those very fancy key fobs. That bullshit. Like, man, I know if I lose this key fob, it's probably like, man, I'm gonna get probably like a $1,200 key fob. Key fobs like that nowadays for cars are expensive, especially for a Beamer. And it don't look like it has a lot more functions on this fob. It almost looks like a smartphone. But, so my first night in, I get to this bar, right around the corner from the house was staying at. The only one that has a pool table. I did my research. It's a cool little dive bar. It has a cool pool table with good players. So I get in town just for an hour before they close, and I slammed bags with drinks, got a little tipsy. And when I woke up Tuesday, okay, so Tuesday was my appointment.
When I woke up, anytime the story goes from what you was doing and then when I woke up, like, okay.
I'm rambling. Let me get to the point. Basically, when I woke up at like 1 o'clock, I'm getting ready to leave for my appointment, which is only like 10 minutes away.
Here you go.
And why can I not find the damn key fob for the rental BMW? And man, I'm turning this place upside down for like an hour, man, and I'm like about to have a breakdown, dude. I was about to break down like crying, dude. Like seriously, because like I'm just like, man, after all the time, energy, effort I put in, and money I spent to get here, I'm about to miss. And this woman, she's like book solid. Like if you miss an appointment with her, you know, you're not going to be getting to see her at least for a week or two later. I don't have that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I almost missed my appointment altogether. And I'm stuck in the house without the rental key fob. Like, I can't afford to get replaced. I'm like, man, I don't even have the money in my bank account to replace this right now. I'm about to be stuck out in Arizona, man. I'm about to lose my job. I'm having all this panic breakdown. Dude, man, my anxiety was just like through the roof. But why not find this motherfucker underneath the bed? I think I hit for myself. I don't know why I did that.
Bro, do you see how it's like, that's why I be chilling. I chill first. Anytime I feel an instinct to do something, even if especially if it feels bad, like what I'm about to bring on myself, if it feels bad, I just be trying to chill, like tell myself to chill, because I hate those moments when I fucking put myself through trauma, basically. And I'm like, damn, like I'm over here reliving shit that isn't even about to happen to me. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
but it's not because of like something wrong with us. It's just what people do. It's like we gotta just remind ourselves in the beginning that if we chill now, it's better to always chill, because you would rather look back and be like, all right, I was chilling most of the time. At least I flipped out when I was supposed to flip out. At least I got mad when I really found out that the joint was really gone. But
Yeah.
like,
Because so
until something happened, like,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, because nothing even happened, like, but we make shit happen. Like, we basically experienced it already. We already experienced it in our minds, and the shit.
So like I'm like breaking down a lift, and like the lifts out here ain't like really out here, but they out. So like the lift would have been like, it's only a 10-minute drive I have my car, but like the lift pickup time and drop, it was like a half hour. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna miss this appointment. But I finally found the keys, and fortunately, I was like 15 minutes late, but she said, your next appointment was 5 p.m., so I was alright. But long story short, man, I just had the most amazing day yesterday. My first appointment, I went back to the bar to play pool, and man, there's a lot of regulars that play good pool. So, made friends with a lot of cats. I think I made friends with the owner, and pretty much everybody who works there. I think the dude's the owner, but he's a partner. But man, I met this cat, man. He's a white dude. He looked like he's in his 50s, he looks like he's been through shit, but he's a very wise man, a very smart man. This dude is like a scientist, but he served for 12 years in the military, like active duty. Like he was stationed, and he was like, very comforting. So, as I was drunk, and I was telling, him what I do and how stressful my job is and the population I work with, and how upsetting it is for my population I work with, especially like victims of human and sex trafficking from Central America. And I was just like, kind of like pouring my heart out, like, what these folks go through. It was a very bonding moment. He's like, man, he started telling me about the atrocities he's seen in Afghanistan towards women, and it was a very cathartic, healing moment for me last night, where I had a good time. But today I had my second session. When you first called, I was having my phone session with my new therapist. So I was having my second session, and man, so the meditation techniques she offered, and I've been doing, man, it really works. It's highly effective, but especially in Sedona. So like, man, I can't tell you like how much my anxiety is just like, wow. I've had a overwhelming anxiety in the last like 6 months. Today, like after this session, doing meditation, man, I can't tell you like how at rest my mind is. It hasn't been at rest in a long time. But long story short, dude, I'm definitely coming back here next year. I'm gonna book this same house because it's pretty dope. It's a 2-bedroom. Come out, man, and peep it, man. It's Sedona's.
I'm definitely down. So just let me know.
Man, it's somewhere that I know that you would want to check out one time in your life. If not, man, this is a place I can see myself living out here.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm about to say, I'm probably move out that joint.
No, I'm telling you, man, it's the white folks out here.
Man, I don't care about the white people.
There are some funny white folks, but most of them are like very down to earth, spiritual, like hippies.
Man, I don't really care if they was racist.
Nah, I mean, it's just
They ain't about to take away my joy.
360 landscape, just beautiful. Like it really is. Like I haven't been to the Grand Canyon. You know where you're at is kind of close to the Grand Canyon, so you're seeing something like the same kind of geography. Man, just look at these birds outside. I've never seen before. There's beautiful birds out here, man. There's weird birds, but dude, like. The type of mountains and the rocks, it's all like sandstone mixed with like quartz and limestone, so it's all different like colors. Like I said, man, it really is like you're living in a painting.
That's crazy.
But I want to shoot you some photos, dude. And right now I got an appointment. This is something that my therapist recommended to go to Bell Rock. I'm gonna take some photos while I'm out there. It's not that far away, and it's something that like a lot of people do. She said I should take off my shoes and put my bare feet on the rock and sit down. And when I'm doing the meditation breathing techniques, I visualize. She said there's a chakra at the bottom of your feet. Not a lot of people talk about a lot because it's not really as important as other chakras, I guess. But this is a chakra you tap into when you're doing this meditation technique. You visualize any heavy emotions, thoughts, feelings. You visualize it going through your feet chakra. And she said that the rocks, the mountain, will take your energy. Kind of deep, right?
Yeah, that's powerful. You hear me?
Yeah, man.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh.
It is. It's very powerful.
I'm about to say, like, I'm glad you guys getting to do some shit like that. I don't really want to be like, I don't want to interrupt your shit. I don't want you to be thinking about me and shit.
You're not interrupting, man. I'm glad, to have this time to talk to you because, like, back in my life back home at this time is like I don't ever have time.
Yeah.
Right now I do have time, but you called it a good time because I did want to share this experience with you. But yeah, I mean it was short notice, and I don't think you had the like 425, 440 ED for the round trip. But
no, I'm about to say next year we'll go together.
What's that?
Next year we'll go together.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to plan this smart, because if you book a flight, more in advance, you can get even a better deal, you know what I'm saying?
You know what, I'm going to go out there for my birthday.
Man, I apologize if I forgot. When's your birthday?
February, so I can dodge the winter a little bit.
Yeah, man, I got to check, because, like, okay.
I know you probably got work, actually, so we can...
February might be the time you come out here, dude, where you're going to come out here for cheaper. Because, so it does get cold out here. It doesn't get cold enough, really, typically to snow. But I think, like, it's going to be, like, in the maybe 50s, 60s in the daytime.
Man, in
February?
We straight, man. What are you talking about?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, that's might not be a bad time to come out here.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's try cheap. It's my birthday. I can have shrooms, and I'm about to...
Yeah, dude. You should look up, and you can find. But this is like a more peak time where hotels are a little more expensive. And Charlotte's not that expensive when you're going on off peak. Like, if you, I'll start researching, man.
I was about to say I want to go. I want
February's birthday.
But I was about to say, yeah, I want all four of us to be able to go though. I don't want it to just be me. Like, I'm sure we can go. Man. But we'll pay for ourselves. But I just want to.
I might be up for that, dude. Honestly, February's a little ways away. That gives me enough time
to plan.
Get my paper right again.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I gotta do. I ain't tell you though, but I've been working on film. Like, I've been consistently getting like jobs in that shit now. So it's like I have 2 jobs now, and then. Now I got also hired basically to be an assistant to an event planner for a lot of high, you know, like high, like I guess, you know, famous people events and shit. So it's like crazy that I'm like an assistant to 3 people now.
Man, you told me that, man. I'm so happy for you, man. You got linked up from the dude from the event, the Centennial.
Like it's kind of crazy. Like, you know, the H Street Festival in DC, right?
Yeah, it just happened.
Yeah, we was in charge of shooting that joint. So I was out there with,
Get out of here. Really?
Yeah, so we was out there with the camera, and the guy who hired us, he knows Diddy and shit. He used to be his right-hand man and shit like that.
Man, we might have almost crossed paths, man, cuz my homegirl, one of my best friends, her birthday is the 21st. So
yeah.
We were geared up about to go out to the H Street Festival. Because that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
But she ended up, we ended up going out Friday night. We ended up getting a little too hammered, got a little too tipsy. So we both were like a little too, by the time I finally got to her house, we were going to get up. It was like 6 o'clock. She's like, damn, we can catch a festival, but it's going to be, but we were about to like hop in a lift. It hit like the last half hour of the festival.
That shit was lit, man. We didn't stay the whole time, but that shit was lit, man. It was too many people for me, but you know.
So, what you shot? When is that something that I could view so I can see what I missed?
Well, it's all on my. Well, you ain't got no social media, bro. I can send you every photo I got that I took from there.
Yeah, I mean, is it something that is the video being produced and what is it being? I mean, what is it being released on social media?
I don't fucking know, man. They don't tell me shit, man. I'm not.
Okay, so you're in production. You're not in the planning of airing of whatever you're.
Nah, I'm in the production. We just making it and editing it and giving it to the people who in charge of it, like who wanted this. You know what I mean? We making it happen. We not like. It's not our event, you know what I mean? So since
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like I'm just learning how this shit works. So when niggas ask me shit, I be like, I don't know, because they don't tell me shit yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't tell me everything. Like, they tell me a lot.
One step at a time.
They tell me a lot. They don't tell me everything.
No, I get what you're saying.
And then I'm learning like how this shit pays different. Like they said, like it's a 30-day net. I'm like, 30-day net. They like, yeah. So on these jobs, you might, you know what I mean. 30 days, the longest you might wait for your money. You know what I mean. I'm like, that's fine with me because it's my dream job. But like when I look at shit like that, I just get grateful. You know what I mean? Like.
I get what you're saying. So
like, I get so instantly grateful.
They air it on whatever they're airing, they're actually getting money from like ads or you know what I'm saying.
But not even that though. It's like the people who paying us for the job, like they not the ones paying me. They paying somebody who hired me.
Yep. So I get what you're saying.
So
that makes sense.
So he's paying me out of his pocket because they pay him late.
Yep.
So
it sounds. I have a lot of friends that are licensed contractors. It almost sounds like, you know, if a homeowner has a licensed contractor like carpenter, like, hey, I want you to build an addition to my home.
Yeah,
that's a big job. He's gonna hire some assistants and pay them.
Yeah.
But the assistants don't necessarily know exactly what the customer wants. That's what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The assistants are just being paid a set amount by the person being hired for the project. I get what you're saying.
It's fire, man. It's the best job I could ever ask for. I couldn't ask for.
I mean, dude, you're doing what you love, and you're getting paid for it. And itself, when you were doing
I'm getting paid in multiple ways. Like, I have wealth in my relationships now. Do you know that I sat in a car with a dude who, do you know the rapper? Yeah, I know the guy who shoots all his music videos. Like, I smoke weed with this dude, and I got his number in my phone. Like, this guy, we cool peoples now. Like, these are my peoples now. Like, so it's like shit like that's happening. And this nigga done shot videos for and shit like that. Like, it's blowing my mind, bro. You know what I mean?
Man, so you're really learning a lot from people who've been doing this.
But do you want to know what sounds even better to me? Getting away from all of that shit. and just going, like you said, to the middle of nowhere in the middle of February and having a rebirth. Because that is the shit that I feel like will make me as a high or whatever, like as an entertainer or whatever I become, it will make me more grounded. It will help me stay safer mentally and spiritually. And it will humble me. You see what I'm saying? It's a humbling thing because every time shit start getting good, it's like I be feeling like that's when the momentum for some bad shit happen. So what I do is I cut off the good myself to humble myself and then turn it back on. You know what I mean? So I never have to have it stopped. You see what I'm saying? It never gets stopped by something. It always can. I just tone it down. I leave it alone for a minute. You know what I mean? I'll leave it and just humble myself and act like it don't exist. I'll go somewhere, like you said, Arizona, that's like way far from fucking DC. And just like, cause DC is becoming like New York to me. Like now I have to, like I have a whole fan base in New York. Most of my fan base is in New York. Most of my work is in DC. But I also have.
That's great how your network is spreading like that,
but do you remember when I was complaining about that shit? Like, I only got fans in New York, and I'm out here, and I ain't got no jobs in D.C. Or I only got jobs in D.C., and I ain't got no fucking fans in New York. Or some shit. It's just like, now I'm just like ready to shut up. You know what I mean? I'm ready to shut up because I just got to shut up. It's like it's supposed to happen how it's going to happen.
I mentioned this before, Rodney. It's not my place to mention, to an artist where an artist should be doing their art. But yeah, to mention when you were like heavy New York, I'm like, man, I don't know why you don't go to DC more because like I always envisioned you.
You know why I didn't go to DC? Niggas in DC do not like working with other niggas. They don't. It's nasty. It's a very grimy game in DC. So, but this is what I'm telling you is so surreal about this shit. The fact that I have landed in a circle of people who only are genuine, loving people, who only want to work with other people, who only want to be genuine and only exclusively, genuinely to their heart, really want to work with niggas in DC. Like I had the nigga, like I just said, talking about. He said he don't even want to be shooting videos. He said he want to be shooting videos for the people that he worked with, like people that's next to him, people that he care about, people that his friends, he see their vision, and people that don't have opportunities. He said he does that because he has to. That's work. You know what I mean? He don't want to be doing that forever, though. You know what I mean? He want to be able to create something for the people around him and also make money from it, So that's his dream, and it's like, when he says that, it's like, yo, he's actually saying his dream is to work with me instead of That's basically what he just said. You know what I mean? Like, and when I hear shit like that, it's like I need to take a break from all the good shit that's happening for me, right when it started to happen, because I'm gonna get sick of it later anyway. Why not just? Why not teach myself how to approach it and how to handle it now? You know what I mean?
I've always dreamed that you would get to this stage where, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always saw how talented you were in production. No, it's not easy. It's just not an easy realm to get into for anybody.
People are introducing me
how talented you are.
My boss is introducing me to producers saying, "Yo, yeah, he produced too." And I'm like, "Oh shit, I didn't know he was gonna say that to them." He's like, "Yeah, he produced too, but he making his shit on his phone, bro." So he's like, "Oh yeah, the phone." He was like, "Yeah, bro, but that shit sound way clear. Like that shit sound like it's in the studio, dog." And he's like saying this shit and just throwing me in front of people, you know what I mean? With introductions, and he just like, yo, meet this person. Oh yeah, you ain't meet him yet. Oh yeah, and it's like shit like that, and it's just like, it's like, yo, like all this shit I've been ranting and raving about for so long. It's like I'm able to like display it, and it gets appreciated, and it's very weird because I get caught over the line sometimes because I'm coming off too aggressive. I was so defensive going into this shit, expecting people to be evil.
You're a passionate artist. I mean,
yeah. Niggas had to tell me though. Niggas had to tell me like, yo, we're good.
That's
like
kind of normal to me for a passionate artist.
Yeah.
Who's passionate about their work.
Exactly. I'm paranoid. Like I'm paranoid sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like,
man, the term starving artist is a real term. But,
yeah, exactly. When you're hungry,
the realest artists don't. I mean, no matter how bad they're starving, whatever they're going through, they're never gonna sell out their art. Like, nah. So,
but I was about to say,
like
you were saying
it's
something
very
though.
particular. You've always, I've always, like, because I'm not an artist in the past, like, oh, man, you should do this. Like, man, no, you want to tell me that you got to protect your art. And I understand, over the years, it's taken me a long time for me to understand what that really means.
Yeah.
But you got to protect your art.
Yeah, fact. You got to protect your art because not only is it the art itself that you got to protect, but the art is an extension of you. It's almost like your child or an extension of you. So
extension of your soul, man.
So you feel it though when it's attacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you feel
man,
it when it's being manipulated. You feel it when it's being abused. So it hurts. It's a direct connection. So you're
I get it, man.
You're literally you're basically walking through this thing trying not to be. It's a flag. It's a flag football game.
You gotta have a thick skin, man, and a tough soul. Because but somebody in production that you might be collabing with might say something.
But look though, this is what I'm learning.
You can't say something back. I'm so
glad you said that. But look though, I want you to remember, like, you got your thing. I don't want to distract you. I know you said I can't distract you, but look, man. Like, I'm glad you said that about working with someone. Like, I just realized, like, because I'm really nice. Like, I want to work with everybody. You know what I mean? I want everybody to get on. And sometimes, like, other people just don't know how to work with people. And you could be open to working with them thinking that that's all that you needed for it to work. And that's not really what you needed. Like, I went to the studio, and it's just, like, it's not working. Like, I ended up doing 2 songs for another person, basically. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, what did I get to take from this? Nothing that we came in here saying we was going to do ended up happening, but it's because this person don't really know how to work with other people. And it's like, you're a talented artist. I fuck with you. I want to give you an opportunity because of what I have. And this is how you do me. So it's like, I'm learning now how to be outgoing and reserved at the same damn time. It's like, it's a fucking bitch. I don't know how to do that shit because I'm so creatively open. And like, you even told me that shit. I'm too open. Everybody who's close to me has at some point told me that I was too open. And that shit hurts so bad every time they say that shit. But I don't know what that means. I still to this day don't know what that means. But I feel like I do, if you get what I'm saying. Because I get hurt so many times.
Transparency is a good thing. I respect you for that. But
yeah, I'm just trying to be honest.
You gotta protect your temple. You gotta protect your art still.
Yeah.
And you always gotta try to stay grounded to your principles. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you ain't cut me off. I'm listening to you.
Well, I do gotta get moseying. I got a timeline. I'm gonna take some photos. I'm trying to get to this Bell Rock. Not gonna make any jokes about it, but these parts of the mountains, you don't want to be out there when it's getting dark, man. There are like mountain lions out here.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you.
But my soul is at rest right now. My energy is good. I'm gonna try to send you those files, the 2 meditation techniques.
Yeah. Just let me know, man.
And I'm gonna shoot you some photos when I get back. But I'm gonna shoot you some photos before I head out. Just what I've gotten so far.
I'm about to text you my email right now.
All right, I'm gonna send you a video. It's a 3-second video. It might be too big, but hopefully you can get it. Okay, that's the best email for me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to send you some stuff before I head out, though.
All right.
All right, dude. I'll let you know. I'll touch base. Are you free all later this evening?
Yeah, I'm free all the time. I'm in town now. I mean, I'll be going back next week, but I'm straight now.
All right, so I'm going back to that bar for a pool tournament. I don't know what time it starts, so I might have time to hit you before I make that venture. But if not, I will be free tomorrow.
All right. I'm down whenever you down. I mean, if you get caught up, you don't gotta. You know what I mean? I'll know what happened.
Well, it's good to catch up, and I'm glad, man. I'm really glad to hear what you're doing right now, man. It's really great to hear.
I appreciate it, man.